The Arizona Coyotes are proud to select from Lokomotiv Yaroslavl Dmitriy Simashev.
Dmitriy Sимашев, gentlemen, a little bit off the board with a lot of different names being thrown out there. This wasn't the name many of us anticipated. What do you make of this pick? Start with you, Sam.
The first 2005-born player to play in the KHL, and for good reason. He didn't play a ton of minutes there, but he showed that he belonged. You go back to his time in the MHL, and here's a guy in a tough league to play in. He's moving pucks. He's an unbelievable skater, this guy. And I think when you're talking about what we saw with the Vegas Golden Knights, the long, lean, lanky, rangy defenders, that becomes popular all of a sudden because teams want to copycat that. I think about their forward group moving forward, and yes, I think they're well stocked there. But defense is something they had to address. Reinbacher surely would have been in the conversation there. They keep the pick. A little bit of a jump for me on Simashev. But again, this is a team that can afford the time to wait for a player to come over. Those 18 KHL games, really impressive for Simashev.
Just the 7th Russian D-man selected in the first round over the last 10 years, and a bit of a surprise. Some raised eyebrows certainly on this set. Jason, your eyebrows were raised pretty high. What's going on?
He's not the best player available, guys. And I'm no disrespect to the player. This is a leap for me. I'm talking about a guy that you could have got between picks 25 and 30. You could have managed it differently, traded back to get this pick. And just strategize the whole thing a little bit differently. That's the bottom line.
Chuck, what do you think happened here? Because they have the 6th and the 12th pick, and you're hearing what Jason's saying. This is maybe something they could have done much later.
Well, they obviously felt that Simashev wouldn't fall that far. I mean, we don't know, but I don't think any of us thought he'd be the first Russian taken today. Let's put it that way.
So, Chuck, when you're in that situation, how much is your staff out there trying to figure out what the teams are doing ahead of you when you get to the draft city?
You're doing a lot of that, but you don't know what's information and what's misinformation. So there's a lot of people willing to talk, but you always want to try to find out what teams are doing. But again, it's a big step up here for Arizona, and it's again, I think we all thought Michkov might be the first Russian player drafted, and he's still there. So this is fun starts now.
So it is possible that guys are throwing up smoke screens to try and deke you out for what might be happening?
Never go to the bar the night before the draft.
I love it.